I'm a major failure. I absolutely love it. Find your way to fail as quick as possible. But hey, don't just fail for the sake of failing. Fail because there are lessons associated with that failure. Hi guys, hope you are doing incredibly well. So I wanted to talk to you face to face today about failure. So failure for me is very interesting. It's a concept that most people shy away from. Most people say, hey, listen, don't trust that person. He failed. Don't listen to this person. He has no clue because he failed. Now, I've come to realize that your strength is actually in the failure. Your superpower or your ability to create wealth is in the failure. So I did an interview recently where I spoke to someone about failing. I'm a major failure. But I don't say that for sympathy. I don't say that for any other reason apart from I absolutely love it. Think about this, and this is the example I gave earlier on. Now, I don't know much about football, so don't come at me in the comments. I don't know much about football at all. But let's imagine Manchester United won a match, and I'm being told that they don't win anymore. But let's just imagine they won. They all go home, or they all go to a bar, and they start spending money on champagne. They start celebrating, giving high fives, slapping this person on the back, saying, hey, you're the best in the world. Well done, you're the most incredible player in the world. And then guess what? They go into the next match and then they play. So they just carry on living their lives. But this is where it gets interesting. Because if they failed, if they had lost that match, if they had been destroyed, if they had been annihilated, let's say by Liverpool, guess what? No one's going home. No one's going to a bar. You're going to the locker room and you're having a deep hold conversation with the manager and with the teams and saying, hey, we messed up because you did this and you did this and this happened and that happened. And guess what? They draw up a plan and they say, this is what happened, this is what cannot happen again, and this is what we've got to implement. What I'm saying is, find your way to fail as quick as possible. But hey, don't just fail for the sake of failing. Fail because there are lessons associated with that failure. So once you fail, don't beat yourself up and say, oh my God, I failed again, or I failed, I'm not this, I'm not that. Saying, I failed, therefore, there's something that I need to learn in order to take it to the next level. There's something that I've got to learn in order to get to the next level. Because the truths, the secrets associated with wealth, the processes that create wealth are hidden down here. But because so many people fail, but they move on. So think about failure like this. Failure is like treasure. You fail, but if you don't take your shovel or your digger and you dig deeper into why you failed, you will not unearth the gems and the treasures that you were supposed to discover. The problem is society is against failing. We look down on people and we say, hey, this person failed, they are useless. But what you fail to realize that the failure is where the lessons are. Because on no occasion, and I'll ask you this, on no occasion have you won and you've reassessed. When a company's doing incredible things, they do well, and guess what? They celebrate, and then they go into the next year doing exactly what they did before. That's why we've got the saying where it says, if it's not broken, don't fix it. But that is a fallacy. Break it, or let it break, or when it breaks, find out what's not working. Think about it. If your computer is working perfectly, you don't touch it. In fact, you don't even try and upgrade it. You don't want the newest software. You just leave it as it is. But guess what? It's when something doesn't work, you take it to the shop and then you reassess what's wrong with it and you upgrade the system, or you navigate this and you add this to it. That's what we've got to start doing in our lives, because so many people are scared of being judged as they failed. But I'm saying in 2019, welcome failure. Go confidently and say, hey, I failed, so what? I failed, I made a mistake, I learned from it. So you build up on that failure, because failure is your stepping stone. But hey, you've just got to get over the idea of, I will be perceived as this and that if I fail. Catch you soon.